10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I almost didn't get us up there in time. I was sitting there responding to Denise out there in chat, and I was like, "Oh crap! I've got to make sure we're up on the screen."
Well, hi everybody. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Red Circle Sunday. Red Circle Sunday.
Yep, and we're gonna have. Well, I ain't gonna say we're gonna have a great ball, but there was one batch that you're gonna see as we get going that everybody knows. Everybody in the paranormal world knows that Annabelle is on a tour right now, right?
Oh my gosh, there is an uproar about her being on tour.
Yeah, because Elaine or Lorraine had always said it, never take it out, never do this. Now the girl's doing it because the way I understood it's the daughter that is doing it with her husband, and they're doing it because the occult museum has actually been shut down for a while because of zoning issues. Now the county came in, said, "Hey, you're not zoned for this, you're not zoned for that." So, well, if you got that Annabelle out there and you got it just sitting there doing nothing, that's a cash cow. I'm sorry, I agree with her. That's a cash cow because people are gonna come see that sucker.
Well, I mean, for advertisement and all that kind of stuff. I mean, these people throwing a fit about it coming to their town, especially Louisiana. Oh my goodness, they're just they're just breathing life. Yeah, they're breathing life into everything that they're trying to accomplish.
Yep, and once again, there is no such thing as bad publicity. Period. Especially when you're trying to make money.
No.
So. And it's been to San Antonio now, I guess. And there was people talking about it down there. And I was like, why are you worried about it? As long as it's in the case, don't go grab it. Don't go touching it. You be all right.
Don't go near it. I mean, don't go see it. I mean, if that is your thing, don't go see it.
Yeah. I got no problem going and seeing it per se. I'm not going to go in there and try and open the sucker up and grab it. I'm not that stupid.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Yeah. So, I mean, and we talked about last night on the show with Tex. I mean, there are zealots out there in every way, shape, or form that just freak out about stuff like that for whatever reason. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I mean, I just don't get it. If it is not your thing, don't go.
Yeah. 100%. So yeah, I guess I better do the little shall we say, hey, we got something coming up.
Yeah, the conference, Crossing Realms Conference, September 19th and 20th in Richmond, Missouri. It is at the Eagleton Civic Center. You can go to Eventbrite and look under Crossing Realms Conference, and you'll be able to find tickets there. We also have vendor spaces available because we have an infinite amount. An infinite amount of vendor spaces. And don't forget, we do have a gallery reading with Mary Lynn Bass. And of course, the conference and the meet and greet on Friday night. So there you go. Just go get your tickets there. And Gary has already put up the link in chat. But if you're not with us in chat, well, hey, if you're just listening, go to Eventbrite under Crossing Realms Conference.
And now it's pinned. I just pinned it. So it's out there.
It's out.
All right. So, and well, we can say stuff about that all day long, but just remember, ladies and gentlemen, I trust and love all of you. So remember, I do believe in you. Okay. I believe in you.
I believe in you.
And I've kept that thing on here ever since I found it. And I'm like, you know what? Out of the blue, I'm just going to hand it out to people. Just here you go. Kind of like my memes on Facebook. Here you go. Here's your stupidity check. Here you go. Gotcha.
Right.
So
There's your sign.
yeah, there was some parts of that probably shouldn't have been said, but okay.
Anyway,
all right, so we're
let's
gonna
get
go ahead and jump
started.
right
I'm
in.
ready.
Well, this first one, now this one, a lot of these came off Facebook, guys. So I know Ristel, me and him are on pretty much all the same boards and stuff. So we see this a lot. This one, Charlotte here writes that this photo of my family that was taken by my sister over the weekend while maintaining social distancing protocols. So that tells you about the time frame it was done, about 2020 time frame. In
Okay.
her review of the photo, she discovered a striking aspect of this image and shared. Now, I will give you all a heads up in advance. It's not a red circle, but the faces are blurred. They are not whited out. Okay, so that way, don't freak out and you got sloth looking at you from the Goonies. All right, so just to give you a heads up. So here,
oh gosh. Okay.
all right.
Okay, so of course we have a red arrow.
Yep, this is a red arrow. There's a lot going on to this one actually, because I had to look at it 3 or 4 times, and it's not the greatest picture either. Because as you can see, the people in the background weren't the focus. The focus was the lady up front. And that's why all the leaves and such behind her are nice and clear. Okay, and even her hair over here in the blow up right here.
Yeah. All right. Well,
now,
let's go to the one side and let's look
which
at
side?
it. The original side.
Okay, the original side. We're gonna come over here.
Yeah.
That's about as good as I can pull it down for. Unless you want to go further in. I didn't bother trying to do it to this one here on this one because, quite frankly, I knew when I pushed in it was not going to be able to be seen anyway.
Right. Because it isn't a great picture.
No, it is not. But I can definitely see what they're seeing.
Yeah, and it looks weird.
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, I mean, if you're just looking at it as is, it's a lady in a wedding dress. Best case scenario, I guess. Something doesn't ring right with me though, because once again, when you start really pushing in, you can see how everything's nice and blending with the clothes and such through here.
Right.
This whole area right here just is out of place for the photo. Okay. You see how the squares are kind of doing their own thing?
Yeah.
An arm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can see where that might be seen as an arm when you're looking at it from this far out.
From a distance.
Yeah. But as you zoom in, that looks like it's been played with to me. And the reason I say that is because each individual block looks like it was placed there. Because as further we go in, you can see behind it's almost like a bad tile job, and you're seeing through the grout. Okay.
Okay.
I can't say yes or no, but I do believe that this part right here was superimposed in. Was it a glitch of the actual sensor of the camera because that area is not in focus? I can't say that for sure, but to me, this whole part right here does not belong in the picture. Now, this bit with the flowing looking dress and such, that looks right, but that could be part of the actual, the ornate ornaments and stuff back here as part of this setting back behind them. That could be part of that because it looks like somebody's kind of laying down here too.
All right, so let's go to the next one. Let's take a even closer look.
Okay. Now, see, you can see it better here, and it doesn't look out of place, does it?
No.
I mean, that looks like an arm. This should be the shoulder right in here, and that's an arm. You just don't have the rest of the head and such.
Or what you're thinking should be the shoulder and stuff is actually the head.
Yeah. Head here.
Yep.
And this just happens to be part of the arm down here.
Part of the arm. Yeah. Because
I
it
can see
almost
that.
looks like it almost looks like blonde hair, perhaps.
Kinda, yeah. I thought that too. But it's still, whoever it is or whatever it is, a little bit short and dumpy type thing is what it's kind of coming off as. And as I look at it closer, you know, on this right side, it doesn't look as like, it's almost like somebody touched this one here up, and this was made out of the original. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah. I mean, it's still a little blocky.
Yeah, but not as bad as that one.
No.
And bad
I
thing
don't know.
is I
Let's look
wanted to
at the
make fun
bottom
of
of the
it.
dress. Let's look at the
Okay.
bottom of it.
Okay. Now you see it on both sides here, the blow up and there. It's like it just disappears into the grass. But you see how it opaques her out too?
Yeah, I do. I do. I've seen something like this once before where there was a SD card that malfunctioned.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've seen something like that. Like this
That
was
could
an
easily
actual
be
photo of a bride, but then it got, you know,
almost like
compromised
a double
somehow.
exposure.
Almost,
Yeah.
but it is kind of like a glitch, or you know, the SD card got compromised. I mean, we do
Yeah.
have to think about the time that this was taken. So I'm,
Yep.
you know, it
2020.
definitely could be an SD card.
Oh yeah. I would have bet money it is. Honestly, even if it was taken with a phone, she probably saved it to the SD card. And quite frankly, I can't count on my fingers and toes how many SD cards I've had to throw away in my lifetime because they didn't work right.
Exactly.
But I mean, I'm still kind of on the fence of it though. I don't know if I could actually, quote unquote, kind of recreate it.
Well, see, this is the thing. It's a full-bodied, full-colored,
Yeah.
questionable apparition.
Yes.
Now, I've caught one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say that won't happen, you know, because they're not all ghostly looking.
Oh no,
They can look as real as you and me.
Mm-hmm. You could even interact with them and not even realize you're interacting with them until they're gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, you know,
I'm on the fence. I'm not going to say it's
I'm on the fence. What? I mean, anybody else? I mean, can we honestly say that this is not paranormal?
Cool answer. He doesn't think it's paranormal. I mean, and it very well may not be. Like you said, it very well could be a glitch on the actual memory card itself.
Exactly.
You know, those ones and zeros might have crossed somehow by accident or something, because we've all had that same issue happen. Even when we were out, like me and Tex talked about when we were out doing the thing in Brown Springs, one camera, one specific set time was the only time that we had a glitch in the system, and that was when all the activity happened.
Right.
So it could
happen. I'm just gonna go with, I'm on the fence about it. On the fence about it. Could I recreate it?
Probably.
Well, no.
Not easily. Not easily.
No, you definitely have to screw up an SD card, and I'm not made of money.
Well, it's not even that. I mean, because you know, if you look in close here, where she gets kind of blurred out and blocked, it does a little curve right here. Yes, but that could be any one of 100 things, obviously, at different levels of manifestation, whatever. But the fact that I don't see any spot where it looks like this image was superimposed, this part anyway was superimposed on this photograph. It's just like it was there. Now this part over here, when we look here, that looks like it was either touched up or superimposed, or when they first brought it out, you know, some way, shape, or form, this picture why is this one so blocky versus that? They may have tried to lighten this. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. We, that's what we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis of
Yep.
not having the original.
Yeah, 100%. If they'd had two of them separate, then I could actually kind of said, hey, somebody messed with this photo. This was taken before the fact, or they got better and smudged everything out to where it didn't look like it, so.
Right.
But once again, then we pose that same question we always ask. Why would they do that in the first place?
Yeah.
So, but
because Sweetly Morbid Bear says it looks like a headless woman in a wedding dress with the bouquet in the hands.
Kind of what I thought.
That's exactly what you said. But I'm like, wait, we're thinking that this bride is tall. Maybe they're not tall. Maybe they're short.
Maybe just short and dumpy. Like I said, I don't mean to be mad about dumpy women. Okay, it's okay.
Short and full size.
I like them short and full size. Okay, all right.
That's because you're short, Randy.
Hey, I'm good. My wife's 4'11". You don't believe that? Ask Aggie Bell if she ever shows back up in the chat again.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. About it. There is the one questionable curvature in the woman's shoulder and the dress.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, I don't know.
Because you'd have thought that would have actually, blurred her out.
That would have covered her. Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
I mean, there is. It shows some sort of white, misty kind of shadow type thing there, but it's not fully covered like the bottom half of her. So that is questionable.
So, yep, I think I'm with you. I'm on the fence. I don't know for sure. I want to believe it, though. I do want to believe it. So we'll go with that.
I do, too.
Okay. So, next. Okay. This is the only thing I got that was written up on this one. And this probably won't take very long. Okay. Now, I don't think I'm going crazy. Went to pick up my sister at the hospital, and the old woman is what I caught with some others roaming the halls. Okay. There's some others roaming the hall. Okay. This is the picture that was attached to.
It's so small, Randy, I can't see that.
Okay, I'll do that. Because this is a yeller circle. It's not a red circle, it's a yeller circle.
It's a yeller circle.
Yeller circle. Yep.
There's others roaming the hall.
Yeah. Believe me. The only reason I wanted to bring this one up because I'm like, can somebody please see that and that is not me? Because
I don't know.
I see nothing.
I see absolutely nothing, y'all. Just nothing.
And it confounds me that some of them actually even make it out there. But all the ones that I've subscribed to, and Riss was with me on these, all the ones I subscribe to out on Facebook, I like them because they don't put any constraints on them or anything like that. They let the people post and let people do it. Now they try to tell people to be nice. I can guarantee you, if you look at the comments for this one, it's not going to be pretty. I didn't look because I didn't want to read them.
We should have Pareidolia Sunday.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, we're about to have some of that here in a minute. I just didn't call it Pareidolia.
Yeah, that's what we should do. Pareidolia Sunday. Yeah, that way we know there's nothing there, but let's just make stuff up.
Yeah. Hey, what do you see? What do you see?
What do you see?
Okay, well, obviously this is a some sort of a what do you call it? A table. A movable table. There's wheels and stuff at the bottom and stuff.
It's Bigfoot. So I'm sticking to that story.
That's it. We'll go. It's Bigfoot. She caught Bigfoot in the hospital. Okay.
That's it. Bigfoot in the hospital.
I'm not even going to get my tinfoil hat out for that one. I'm just not even
not either. I will, because I haven't worn it in a minute, so I'm going to wear it. Yeah, I totally believe that this is yeah.
That was so I'm breaking this one out of retirement.
That is one of the worst ones, because I mean, when you give an explanation like that with other people roaming the hospital, you're thinking, okay, we're gonna see something cool, full-bodied apparition.
Not one bit. John got it. John, 100% right. 100% right.
Thank you, John. There it is. Ball lightning. That's it.
Okay. We're good.
All right.
Now, what's my next one here? Okay. This one. Okay. I'm going to go into dyslexic shock, reading this one because it's really one of those. So let me get this up. All right. Same person on a different post did this one. And it says, I'm going to put it up there first. Then I'm going to try and sit down and actually read this. Okay. Can anyone tell me what this mist is? And I'm having to paraphrase now. This is not, because I copy and paste and I'm like trying to figure out what I copied to paste. So what this mist is, there's no wind, clear, beautiful day. I didn't catch it when taking the picture. I just find it unbelievable that I'm a believer and all that and personal and the paranormal. And I always have been fascinated. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Everybody should be raising their hand right now. Everybody should be able to see this.
It went the wrong way. There we go.
Yeah, everybody should be able to see this. Everyone.
Yeah, it's got a yellow circle. It's another yellow circle.
It's another yellow circle. No, but you should know what this is. What it is, it's the glare of whatever is in that window, laying on the dash or whatever that is, and it's its reflection.
Yeah, 100%. Because it's that little, looks like, I want to say it's a little, almost look like a bluey or something there in the dash.
Oh, heck, it could be a turtle for all I care, a blue turtle it could be anything.
That's what's causing this reflection, yeah.
That is the reflection, ladies and gentlemen.
100%.
Everybody should have had their hand raised at home.
Yep.
There you go.
I didn't even, once again, because it was out there, I just I left that one way it was. I didn't even go look in the comments. I didn't want to go look in the comments because I was like, they're going to destroy her and I don't want to see it, Okay, that gets the new one. All right. Oh, I need to turn it sideways. So
Val says next.
Next. Now we begin the fun, I think. Let me see make sure I got the right one. Nah, this is not the I've got like 7 or 8 pictures that is just one certain plantation, shall we say. Okay. And that we'll get to that here in a minute. But this one, the owner of this photo shared that these ghosts were captured at the Basin Park Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Okay, I've been there.
Very old historic place. Bartender who works there sent me these pictures. She took one showing the little kid, and then someone else snapped the other. Pretty awesome, if you ask me. Not the greatest, how we put it, description of all time, but I thought it was cool. Y'all do not pay attention. I have sherbet here that my wife just brought me, so y'all gonna have to deal with me eating sherbet.
Well, that was nice of her. Like, you deserve that.
Well, I acknowledge her 4'11" of beauty, and that I'm good.
There you go. There it is.
Anyway.
All right. So I'm looking at this. Now, you got to understand that the picture that I took of that full-bodied, full-colored apparition was at the Crescent Hotel, which is across town from this one right here.
Yeah. Yep.
And these two are connected. You can actually take not a taxi, but a free ride. You can get a free shuttle ride from one hotel to the other. And my daughter and I, we went to this hotel and we had dinner there. And is it creepy? Oh, absolutely creepy.
So this place is pretty creepy, huh?
It is haunted beyond all get out. I am not kidding. There are underground tunnels running through that town. There's all kinds of witchcraft. There's all kinds of stuff going on in that town. If any place is haunted, it's Eureka Springs.
There you go. And I'm gonna zoom in now.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and zoom in.
I'm just telling you that half this stuff I'll believe.
Well, I can't. The thing is, though, I mean, they didn't do. One good thing about this one is they did not do anything to enhance or anything that I know of. They didn't put another one where they already blew it up or anything with it or anything like that. This was it. They just put the red circle on it. So I'm like, I didn't need the red circle. I can tell you right now, I did not need the red circle from the get-go. But as I zoom in and look, you can definitely see the kind of the head type thing. But as old as this is, and you can see this isn't pixelation here. This is film.
That looks
Is what
creepy
it
to
looks
me.
like.
I am so sorry.
Yeah.
There's something wrong there.
And I don't know what it is. I mean, it's supposed to be a child. So
Well, that's only because of the size of it. That doesn't mean it's a child. You know what I
yeah, it
mean?
doesn't. No,
Just
I know what you
saying.
mean. Yep. And the thing is with that, me looking at it on this screen, and I want to blow up for you guys to see it better. I see even more detail, but it gets so blurry you can't see where the good stuff ends and the bad stuff begins, type thing. It's just a blob then. But there is spots like right here, definitely look like a face.
It does. It looks like arms, legs,
Yep.
the whole
Right
torso, the
here,
head, hair. I
legs
mean,
down here.
you've got. I mean, if it were me,
Mhm.
just looking at it, I would say you do have a full-bodied apparition right there.
Kind of looks like it to me.
Yes, it does.
Now, like I said, this right here, and because of how far I'm having to zoom in, it's harder to see. But this right here, I mean, it just there's
It does.
I see the two eyes. I see the two eyes and the nose. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
what am I trying to look at now?
Right. Now, if I had that
So-
photo right in front of me, I would personally say, yeah,
Good catch.
that is a good catch.
I would say
Yep.
good catch too. And we know as well as anybody, and you've had the personal experience at Eureka Springs, but
Yes.
most bars in some way, shape, or form are haunted at all times anyway. I tell
Right.
people straight out, almost all of them. They
It's
may
at
not
the
be
park. This is at the park
super
basin.
active.
Yeah, this is at the park basin. This and if y'all are interested in going to a haunted town, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
that is the place to go. Both hotels, they are not this fancy new style of hotel. They are definitely old. They're trying to keep with what it looked like to begin with. So
Yep.
it is not like this fancy hotel type of thing, but it is well frequented by a bunch of people, and ghost hunting goes on 24/7. I am not kidding. There are people ghost hunting there. There are people ghost hunting all the time.
Yeah. Like I said, that's very well could be a very good catch because I just don't see anything that looks tampered with at all. So
yeah, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Everyone.
The second one of those is this one.
Oh.
See, I did not put a circle on this one. I did not want to mess with this one at all. This is supposed to sit by that same bartender caught by somebody else.
Okay, this looks like by a window or a bookshelf or something. I can't really tell from.
It looks like a window to me, but I think that this is a cropped / blown up image too, though.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a window. That is the style that they had. I mean, go ahead and blow it up for us. Yeah.
I see what they're looking at.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Wow.
If I was to see that physically there, I would say yes. But in this particular photo, I think I can explain it away with light to a certain extent if I could see what the lights were in the building right there.
Right.
But that's the only way.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, that one's tough.
I mean, because it blocks out one pane or
it's kind of in and out. Do you see how it's like solid on one side and wispy on the other?
Exactly. Almost like it might be even going through. You know what I mean?
Gosh, guys. Wow.
Hey, Mickey.
I don't know. Hey, Mickey, I was waving.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I'm
on the fence.
I'm on the fence. Well, because of that picture that I took. I mean, because I know that this town is haunted, straight up haunted. I mean, so it's kind of like, I guess it's clouding my judgment a little bit because I know understand. This place is haunted.
There you go. I mean, honestly, I can't debunk this one though unless I see the lights.
I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm on the fence. The other
'Cause as
one
you
I'm
see-
not. The other
As
one
you
I'm
see
not.
down here, I'm wondering if you're kind of looking through a pane of glass to another room over here, because it looks like there might be a door down there. But once again, that
Or it
comes in
could be a
front of this.
pillar on the outside.
Yeah, but that comes in front of this pane down here too, though. So whatever
I'm
that
not
is should be on this
If-
side of the window.
If I'm not mistaken, it's been a minute. I got to think about it. I think there are some type of pillars outside.
Okay.
I'm
Street light
thinking.
type things.
No, to the building itself.
Oh yeah, it could be.
And there are street lights out there too. So don't get me wrong there.
Yeah, and like I said, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know on this one.
This would be one I'd have to see the lighting to really be able to debunk it per se, as far as lighting. So I'd have to see the light fixtures themselves. And
Yeah,
it is
well,
what it
I'd
is.
really have to know who took the picture too,
Yeah,
because this one's
I
kind
want
of
the
like,
story behind it.
oh, yeah, this one's. The other one, no. This one, I don't know. I'm gonna be on the fence.
Yeah, I can understand that. The first one was a good catch. Well, here, put it back up. I was going to go to the next one, but this one maybe is a good catch as well. But that one, I still say is a good catch.
Oh, absolutely, that's a great catch. Absolutely,
And
this one, I don't
could
know.
conceivably be a really good catch. So,
Absolutely, I don't know.
so yeah. So Mickey, yeah, she's seen it with her eyes, but it's hard to tell. It is, unless
Right?
you know everything about that way that photo was taken and the lighting around it. It's just hard to tell. So, all right. So now we've got this one. We're going to Edinburgh,
Okay.
Scotland on this one. I think we might have looked at this one before, but I can't remember. But the owner shared that they both quickly taken a snap before leaving Mary King's Close Vault tour in Edinburgh. This is on the 28th of November 2009. So this is a pretty old photo. Okay. I think we've looked at it before, and I think we kind of, I don't remember if we dismissed it or we wanted more information. But either way, as the last of the group, we were leaving and we are having a discussion about the clothes, and not until we looked at the digital camera a few days later did they see the figure in the doorway. There was no other members left behind us, and the door where the figure is standing had minutes ago been locked. So the door is already locked. Nobody should have been down there. This is a dead end close, and if anybody knows Europe, you know what a close is. So, and it would have seemed impossible for anybody to have gotten down there without them seeing it, because it's dead end. If there's nobody there when you leave, there's nobody going to go past you to get there. Okay. Plenty of other weird experiences that they felt on the tour, and they just want anybody else's second opinions on it. So this one, okay, so this wasn't a circle, this was a square. I left it as a square.
Okay, well, we're gonna do the square. Okay,
we're gonna just center on the first picture first, because I think we talked about it once before, but I think it was a different photo.
It might have been,
because I think the other photo we were talking about an apparition down along that, but there were several lights that ran down the side over here with all sorts of wiring and such. This has got a couple, don't get me wrong, but it looks like it's all sheathed in and actually, you know, installed probably. But we're still talking 2009, so who knows? Because there's a light down there, obviously.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, I really can't see anything on this picture. I mean, honestly, the square is the square kills the picture.
Yeah, I think it does.
Absolutely kills the picture.
Because quite frankly, if you ask me, what you're seeing in that picture right there doesn't look like that right there. But that being said, he said they were taking a few snaps apart. They were, you know, a few seconds apart. He said in there was two of them 2 seconds apart. So why are you sitting there blowing this one up instead of giving me the rest of the pictures?
Okay, well, go back to the top one and blow that one up.
Okay, blowing this one up. We're going down to it. And we got Blob Squatch.
Yeah, because I don't know how you're going to. Okay, I don't know how you're going to clean this up without digitally enhancing it. I don't know how.
And that's exactly what happened here. There's no doubt in my mind. Because look at your little pixels now that are in this one
mm-hmm.
versus what you've got in this one.
In the original, you can't see nothing.
Yeah.
It's
They've been enhanced.
ah.
So, and that drives me nuts. Don't get me wrong, but when they did the enhancement, they could easily have told it to put those eyes there.
Right. You can put them in yourselves. Because you don't see them in the original. And if there was eye shine, you would have seen it in the first one.
Yeah, we should have saw it right there. I'll even zoom back up on it. We don't see any eye shine at all there.
There's none.
So, yeah.
I'm sorry, I cannot go either way with this because it's been too enhanced. The red square is a big problem with it.
Yep.
It kills the picture, and I said that from the beginning. It kills the picture. So I'm gonna say.
Now, here's the other question I would ask then. This is what I wanted to know because this guy here has some sort of camera device or something right here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was this picture
it looks like
here,
an audio recorder?
You think it was?
That's what it looks like to me.
But why is he staring down at it like he's taking a picture down there though? This looks like a cell phone almost to me.
Unless it's a handheld, one of those little handheld ones they used to have that don't take pictures worth a squat. Yeah, that one.
Exactly. Which makes me wonder now, instead of this, was this taken by his? Because look at the clarity on the actual light too in this one versus the clarity on the light in this one. Sorry.
I don't think that's his.
Yeah. I
don't think that's his picture.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you. So
because he's acting like as if he's seeing something because he's looking at the device he has in his hand.
Yeah.
Which, if you're looking at it on the backside, there's no camera lens to look through.
No.
There's no viewfinder. There's nothing. No. So I don't really know what this guy's doing.
Yeah, it's like he's pointing and trying to take a picture of something. But in 2009, I don't know what you would be. I mean, don't get me wrong. There were cameras with phones and such, but you still had flip phones at that time as well.
And viewfinders. So, they had those too.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm sorry. This one, like I said, I thought we talked about it before, and I'm pretty much we're coming to the same conclusion we did that time as well. This one just it don't ring good. It just does not. There's too many factors that have been manipulated. Let's put it that way.
Right. Well, Keith wants to know. I know there's AI apps that can clarify these kinds of photos. Yes. What's your opinion on that kind of app? Don't use them. No, absolutely don't use them. Because an AI app will fill in the blanks as it sees fit.
Yeah.
So if there's a gap or something that is just shadowed a little bit, it will actually put something in there that shouldn't be in there. So you're going to end up with a totally different photo than what you started with. So I don't recommend them at all. If you're going to work with a photo, I suggest going either you could change it from color to black and white. Check the shadow ranges. You can go from the regular photo to a negative to check, for shadows and things like that, and even get a clear view on a negative of what you're looking at. I do not recommend AI at all.
No, not one bit. I mean, and you could see it right now, even with all. I hate to say it like this. I mean, with the Patterson-Gimlin film, that everybody's doing these upgrades, and we're enhancing. We're doing this. What you're doing is using computer programs to add something that's not there.
Yes, you are losing the integrity of the film or photo by using AI. Period.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling anybody to not try and enhance and see if you can get, because the clarity that you'll get on it is what you'll want to believe. If you can believe it, then so be it. But for people that took 16 millimeter film and said, that's it, you cannot add something that's not there. If the clarity is not there, you can't add it.
Yeah, a lot of big time investigators, and including on TV, the investigators are going back to Polaroid because you cannot put anything in a Polaroid. You can't.
No.
There's no negative. It's not digital. You can't say a Polaroid video or a Polaroid picture is not for real.
Yep. And I got 2 of them little Instamax downstairs. Keep them just for that.
I want the old one. You know, the bigger one.
I've got one of them too, but
yeah. I like those. The little ones,
Yep.
not so much because I have a tendency to get like a black ring around everything. So I don't like that with that.
Pointing stuff.
Huh?
You need to watch where you're pointing stuff then.
Oh hush. Anyway, but it'll create a shadow around the inside of the photo. So I don't really like them for investigating at all.
No. So, hey, Rainbow Sherbet is really good, guys. Just to give y'all a heads up on that.
Okay, I'm glad you're enjoying that.
Hey, I lost my AC upstairs today, so I'm waiting for a guy to come.
I've been without AC for a week now.
Oh, I feel for you. Downstairs works fine, but it's the upstairs one, and it's not too bad today. Don't get me wrong; it's going to be relatively moderate. I'm glad it did it now before we get into July. Then I'd have been mad.
Yep, right. I don't even know what's wrong with mine. So there we go.
Yeah. So now we're going to dive deep into Nottoway Plantation in White Castle, Louisiana.
Ooh,
Okay,
we're going to Louisiana. We're coming back to the States.
So now I'm going to say this one, all was written with this by this person. So many spirits, my whole body is in chills. May these souls finally know peace. That's all they put on it. Now, when y'all see this, y'all got to know exactly what we're talking about. Because anybody's paid any attention over the last week has seen these.
Yeah. What's the plantation called? The
Nottoway.
Nottoway. There you go. I was going Norway, Nottoway, something.
Yep. Nottoway Plantation. Now, this is just a picture of the obviously the upstairs has gone up in flames. Don't know why. I don't know any of the specifics about it, and I don't want to think about it.
We're going to have to wait and do something.
It's because you got everybody screaming about this was AI, this was this was that. I'm like, how you AI something like this? First of all, how can you deep fake this when it's all over the news and everything too? But I was sitting there looking at it, I was like, as some of the comments on these things, the people were happy because this was an old plantation. Some people were actually happy that it burnt to the ground. Wow, yeah, it was an evil place and so forth. That's fine, believe that way. But there's people that were making their livelihoods there to this day, though.
Well, yeah, it's not only that. It's a piece of history, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, period.
It's a piece of history, exactly. Period. There are statues out there of, say, like Hitler, Stalin, things like that. They're still up there. I'm not making a big fuss about them. I don't like that, but hey, it's our history.
Mm-hmm.
We have to, remember our histories. What do they say? You forget your history, you'll keep repeating it. So,
and that's it. If you do, that was one of my English or my history teacher's favorite sayings. If you do not learn from history, you're condemned to repeat it.
That's right. That's right.
So, as we move on through this lady started putting this kind of stuff in. Sorry, guys, this is a black circle.
Huh?
That's what I did.
What is that?
I don't know. She just said they're souls.
Okay, look at the window directly above it, the one that's on fire.
Yeah, right here.
No, directly above the one you're looking at. Look at there.
That right there? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm not done yet. There's like 7 or 8 photos here I'm about to show you. Okay.
They're all, look, you can see them all over in this one. All over in this one.
Over here. But they're open drapes. That's all this one is, open drapes.
Yeah, that is nothing. But that's what I'm saying. If you want to call something a soul, look at that one upstairs.
Oh, yeah. That looks like shadow person.
Keep moving across the top of that.
Up here, that's as far as I go right there.
No, keep moving across the top floor.
Okay. That's as far as I can go with this one.
Okay.
See?
Oh, okay. Go back to the other one then.
How about we go over here?
Well, I was going to show you the other one. But that's okay. We can move on to a new picture.
This here.
There.
This one.
There.
Okay.
Look at the top.
All the
Look
way
in
across.
each and every one of them. Okay.
Yep.
Where I saw the first shadow looks like a person standing there out on that balcony. Then there looks like a person standing in the next balcony. Then there looks like maybe possibly an adult and a child in the next one. You know,
This
I
right
mean,
here.
yeah, I mean, this is all pareidolia. It's all
100%.
pareidolia.
Oh, but we're not done. Oh, we got them all here. We got some in the smoke here. This one so far is even there's 2 or 3 of these that I'm showing you here that are actually people that got on there and circled other spots that they were trying to tell her about as well. They were in the comments of this bunch right here. Bristol probably saw this. This was on I think it was Paranormal Sightings. And then you get here. Okay. 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a friend of ours called Pareidolia, okay? You're looking at flames. Flames are like clouds. They create this kind of stuff. It's still sad though. And then you got this one. Oh, we got an evil one now though. This one went to white. We need to make sure we see this one. This one went to white because I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. So
I don't know I mean, I can see a face, but again, pareidolia.
100%.
Okay, so go back one picture.
Going
I gotta point out
one.
something.
What
yeah, okay. Look at down at the bottom. Look at the shadows there.
Down here?
No.
Here.
Right there. Yep.
Yeah.
That's just burnt and it's just burnt and smoke and fire. That's all that is. But I mean, hell, if you wanted to circle something,
circle that.
Circle those.
I'd have believed that as a shadow person before I'd have believed that as somebody up on that daggum balcony.
Me too. Me too.
So
now,
I mean,
it's just
like I said,
y'all. This stuff just makes me so mad. It makes me mad. I believe that hauntings can occur anywhere. I don't care what you say. And
100%.
With the reputation that this plantation had, sure. Why wouldn't there be?
100%. And cool.
But they don't have to manifest because the place is on fire.
Cool ain't got it right. I mean, people see what they want to see. Period.
Exactly.
And you cannot argue with them.
Yeah. The apparitions, the spirits are not on fire.
No. I mean, and then you got that one, like we said, right there. And quite frankly, if you're going to do that, looky here. This is better pareidolia than what that is. Because that looks like a actual woman and everything, right? Almost like a silhouette or a face and some hair and a shoulder and so forth. You could find it wherever you look in these pictures.
Right. I mean, I do have to say this. I would never rebuild on that property.
Oh, no.
Ever.
No. Let's see. It looks like they centered on this one for you, too, like we talked about. They did come back and center out. They just didn't circle it this time.
Yeah. See, I would have believed that more than any other picture that they put out there.
Exactly. And
but then again, we know that smoke or fire, when you stare at it for a while, it'll create all kinds of things. All kinds of stuff.
The comments people. One of the comments people. She had to add other spots, Oh, well, look here. And it was not sarcastic. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? That they did not mean it sarcastically. They literally believe what they're circling here. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know what the assumption is that if a place burns, that it's releasing the spirits.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it does not.
We're not even done. We're not even done. Oh no.
Randy, you could have quit on this like 3 pictures ago. I mean,
that's not the point. I want everybody to embrace my pain that I had to go through with this stuff. Okay.
Oh my God.
That's actually the last one. That's actually the last one right there.
And everybody can see that this is all pareidolia. This is just, hey, this looks like this. I mean, they might as well have been staring at the clouds that day and just taking pictures or something.
And of course, they all blamed it on Annabelle.
Oh, of course. But my thing is that just because a building burns down does not mean it releases the spirits. That is just
No, not one bit.
it's nonsense.
And even if you have halfway believed that way, you're still thinking the people that are writing this stuff. You're thinking a quote unquote possessed doll is the one that set it off. The possessed doll that's in a case designed to hold the entity inside with it. So you're telling me that it got out? And not to mention, I don't even know if it actually went to that plantation itself.
I don't think it did. I think it went downtown. I think it went downtown New Orleans.
Yeah. So why did it pick that one to burn?
Come on. Exactly. Man. Why did it pick that one? It just absolutely makes no sense.
Okay. Now that we've gotten away from the fun, this one has no info. I don't know where, when, how. But
I like those.
But it seems like that I have seen this one before. It's a red arrow, but I can't remember if we actually put it on here or not. This one, I wanted to say motion blur originally. Okay. Outstanding, Nick.
I think we had something similar to this. But that's a big old flash they're using.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's a flash. I don't know if it's a night vision. I don't know. Because like I said, it's just I would assume it'd be night vision. But we're talking about the one we looked at, I think was wooden, if I'm not mistaken. The swing set was wooden.
Let's look at the grass.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, this is probably night vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless there's snow on the ground that I don't know about, but that looks like night vision to me.
That's night vision for sure.
Okay. If I knew the year, I would definitely say more than likely a motion blur of somebody walking by fast. If it's older one, which this looks like it might be a little bit older, judging from the pixels and such and the actual grains of the photo. But
it looks like movement, don't it?
Yeah, it looks like a blurred motion is what it looks like.
Yeah.
That being said, you would have thought that I would have been able to see some leg of some sort. You know what I mean? I don't see that here.
Maybe.
It's tough. But you got this here, and it looks like I don't know if it's coming toward the camera or going away, because it looks like the blur is more behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're walking away from it, or walking, kind of off to the side, or maybe they were walking and turned. Who knows?
And Mr. Miss Knack, there's another one. Maybe a mental hospital gown? A nanny? I don't know if I deal with nanny per se, but yeah, I mean, these hurt me. These make me want to believe them so bad, but it's just that picture right there. Number one, if it's security camera, it's been cropped and probably enhanced, more than likely.
Yeah, and it's it's horrible because who's really going to want to insert something on a security cam photo?
Yeah. And I would not think it's insertion anyway, because if they did a heck of a job of putting it behind this daggum swing set. They did an amazing job of that, because it doesn't even affect that leg back there.
Right.
So
I don't know. I'm on the fence of it, like that one.
Yeah.
Well, there's no information.
No, there's no information at all. Literally, there's nothing. I found this purely by accident, and I was like, I'm just going to throw it out there, see what people think of it, because yeah, I can see everything that they're stating. I mean, yeah, Val's got it right. Does kind of remind me of Michael Myers as well.
Oh yeah, gives you that creep vibe, don't it?
Yeah, 100%. So I mean, yeah, I mean now Keith is if they had a face mask on, would it generate heat? Yeah, but we're talking about IR. We're not talking about actual thermal here. Yeah, we're talking about regular
this is
IR.
just regular night vision.
Hang on just a sec.
So I mean I keep looking at it, and it could be one of those two possible scenarios. That's why I'm so on the fence about it. It could be somebody moving, or this could be an apparition being caught. I mean, it doesn't look like a park playground.
No, it looks like a backyard. It looks like a swing set in a backyard.
Yes.
I wish I knew where it was at, because there's something also here in this area that's moving as well, it looks like. So could somebody be out in his robe taking the dog out?
Possibly.
It's just not enough information for me to make what am I saying? I can't make an intelligence deduction anyway, but it's still
right. I mean, because they're very polite if that's what it is. A person walking their dog, they're walking it past where the kids play. Thank you for any parents who do that.
Doing the right thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm fenced on this one, really. I am.
Yeah.
It still makes me. It still screams movement, but
it does. I mean, I think I'm going to go along with more of that last scenario. Somebody's out walking the dog, hence the little bit of blur movement. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm okay with that, because, like I said, that blur right there makes me think there's an animal out there with them.
Yeah, and the proximity they are away from each other, it looks like it could be a possible leash, or it is a small dog. So sometimes small dogs you have to walk out with them so they can go to the bathroom. They just don't want to go by themselves. All
right. Well, we're gonna be on the fence on that one then.
Yep, that's it.
All right, so let me pull that one back, and this next one, you know what? This is a pareidolia to me too, but I'm going to put it up there. This person, and once again, I am going to go ahead and put this up because I have to go into complete utter reading mode for what I copied and pasted on this one. All right, so my son was at a cemetery with me when he took off from me. He then sat down, then he got up and took me to a grave. He said, "That's him, Mom." So I'm assuming this is British. Take a photo. The spirit woman in the photo with him was guiding him that day to the man's grave. For some reason, my son was 3 at the time, and his gifted like I am. That's why the spirits call out to him all the time. Sorry if I sound robotic. I have to make sure what I'm actually saying, because my mind wanting to read a sentence properly is having an issue with it. Okay.
Well, okay. Let's look at the picture and then we can talk about it.
Okay. We're looking at the picture.
We have an orange circle.
Yeah. With a bunch of arrows.
And we have that child in that picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's zoom in and see what we see.
Okay.
Okay, I'm seeing a faint. I don't even know how to describe that.
I do.
Yeah.
I see 100% pareidolia.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like I'm seeing a faint something, but it looks like it's the grass.
Yeah, but I mean, and back up to that tree back here, right there, that's coming down. Looks like it has a little undergrowth, and if nothing else, it looks like this area might have been a little bit enhanced. But that could have been a glitch in the picture. It could have been a glitch in the picture, because I'm looking at him. First of all, why are you letting this 3-year-old kid run around a cemetery? I mean, to each their own, but geez, come on now, all right.
Children are weird.
Children are great tools, though, when you're doing this stuff, because the children's going to see it
Yes.
before we will.
Yes. Yes.
So
They are more sensitive to it
yeah,
than we as
and
adults.
I think mom, whatever,
Mom,
wants to be more sensitive, is what it sounds like to me, and what it looks like to me.
well, she didn't even have to.
be.
She didn't have to even explain all that at the end. That was just overkill. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
and-
looking at these pictures and you're posting them in paranormal sites,
Mhm.
people are going to know exactly why your child ran to it and why your child said what they said.
Exactly.
We don't need a backstory of
No.
your life and your child's.
Nope.
Anyone that's into the paranormal knows that children are very intuitive.
No, yeah, 100%.
And they're that way basically up until puberty, and some, grow out of it and then some don't.
Yeah. And the ones that don't are the ones that turn into us.
Right.
We're just
They're
big
us.
kids. We're us.
We're big kids. We're big kids. But no, that is definitely pareidolia. I do not see. I was trying to find something.
That brown mark in the middle is the only thing I could think of, but she's putting a point down toward the base of the tree. So
well, and I'm seeing the spot where it's pointed to, but I still can't say what it is.
Yeah,
it looks like grass to me. Yeah, it looks like grass to me.
And that's what I'm going with. Pareidolia. Kevin's still in puberty, he says so.
Better you than me.
All right. This is the last one. Okay.
Hey,
I got
last one.
I got this one off of Blythe Campbell out there on Facebook. Okay, so just give credit where it's due. But she posts stuff like that, just like with paranormal sites and stuff, like 2-horror or Ghosts of London. They spread them around. Okay, they recirculate stuff left and right. Okay, but they have some real cool stuff, and I keep an eye on it all the time. But this one, Tammy shared this photo, and I don't know who Tammy is. It doesn't say, but Tammy shared this photo saying have seen a figure, quote, figure on the beach several times before, unless it's just the way the surf hits the rocks. Always looks like a fisherman pulling in his catch. What are your thoughts? Now, this is a giant pink circle.
Yay! Pink circle.
Pink circle.
Is everybody excited? Not a pink circle? Okay.
No, not really. My eyes hurt.
Yeah, kind of. I see what she's saying.
I do too. Don't get me wrong. Now, I don't think it's the surf. I don't think the surf hitting the rocks, unless there's a rock out there that we don't know about right in this area where the head's at. But all the other rocks are nice and dark.
Right.
So,
I mean, it could possibly be true.
Yeah. Very well could be.
I mean, what did she say? Net fishing?
Looked like he's pulling in his catch. His net, pulling his net for his catch. Let's see if I reread it again.
That's a little rough now.
Yeah, it just looks like a fisherman pulling in his catch, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's a really rocky area to throw out a net, but I guess to each his own.
So, I mean, but could it be somebody that was on could it be a residual? Obviously,
possibly.
Somebody that lost their life out there or something, and it keeps replaying in time, because that's a lot of rock there. So you got a possibility of residuals going through there.
Yeah, it's totally possible. It's totally possible. I don't see anything.
Yeah,
that would
to
say
me it's
that
a good catch.
Yeah, I don't see anything that was put there, like it was put there or anything. And she said
it may be identity, but still, it's nothing tampered with at all, and you can see whatever you want to see with it. Really?
Well, did she say? She said it was reoccurring.
Yeah, this is not the first time she saw it, so it's 100% plausible. Like Coolan said, it is plausible because she's got a background with it now.
No.
So
I mean, that is it. Is it residual? I mean, what she's saying, yeah, I would believe that.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. So that's,
and we all know that you don't have to see ghosts only at nighttime.
no. In fact, I prefer not to see them at nighttime because then I get people asking me, "Are you sure you saw that?" No, I'm not sure I saw it. Dadgummit.
Don't make me second guess myself. I saw it. That's what I say. If I told you I seen it, I saw it.
I seen it. I seen it. I'm telling you.
I seen it. I seen it. I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I say good catch.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have mentioned it. You know, if I say something, you know what that looks like, or you know, I think I saw, but if I come up and tell you, hey, I saw this, well, I saw it. Don't ask me that question.
Yeah. Don't ask me again. So
nope.
Well, that's like I said, I think it's a good catch.
I think it's a good catch. Nice residual haunt too. Pretty cool.
Now I got thunder outside. I just heard it.
Anyway. I know. I gotta go get the kitties in. It's supposed to storm like in the wee hours of the morning, so I gotta get them in before this all starts here.
You got one more.
Oh, that is absolutely 100% a ghost.
100%. All the time, every time.
100%.
You don't believe it? Go check the cardboard it's on. Okay.
Shows up in a lot of my text messages, my
Dang
Facebook.
Right.
You know that yeah.
It is, what the heck? I mean, how can you not believe that? That goes great with my Bumbles. You know.
I know.
Bumbles are real. Just let you know.
Yeah, I need a big life size one of those.
No,
so it's carried around with me everywhere.
Yeah, Mickey, you're right. I think this is the first actual red circle out of the day.
That we can say, yes, that is not a ghost.
What?
But yeah, I mean, that is kind of cute to put the emoji ghost in a mist. That is cute.
I like it.
I like it too.
So, yeah. All right. Well, we had some fun. We went a little over.
Well, you know, it'd be all right.
It'd be all right. Guys, it was fun. We hope to see you next week. I got to sit down and figure, because I'm on vacation this week, so I will be gone. I will not be here Wednesday, just to give you a heads up on that. I will be on a lake fishing, so maybe I'll upload some fishing videos. How's that?
I don't even think we know what we're doing Wednesday.
Probably not. And that's normal. What do you talk about?
I know.
We wing it. That's half the fun of it. We wing it.
That's it. I'll see if we get some people on and get something going.
Oh yeah, y'all have fun with it and stuff. Because like I say, this is the first quote unquote real vacation I've probably taken in at least 5 years. So
I'm going to say that's probably a good one for me, because I mean, whenever I'm going on vacation, or I say I'm going on vacation for my job, I'm really not. I'm going to do something with a conference or something else. So I never get to go on vacation.
Well, I'll be doing work here because Wednesday I'll be fishing. That's my birthday. I have to be back in town by Thursday because my grandson graduates high school. And then Friday night, Friday during the day, I'm going to the movies, because guess what, everybody? Lilo and Stitch comes out on Friday, and this boy will be there watching. All right.
Oh, goodness.
And then Saturday, I got to cart my mom and dad around for a while. So
there you go. Well, you seem like you're going to be busy. I will be out. I have an investigation this weekend. I'm going to look for Bigfoot or Dogman. Let's see what I find.
Which one are you going to?
We'll talk about it later, sir.
Oh, dear Lord. Now, here we go with this secrecy crap. All right, guys. Y'all have fun. We will see y'all next week. Till then,
see y'all later. See you next Sunday.